Back in 2015, we had the imported Chinese fruit contamination scare, where hepatitis A was found in fruit grown in China. Consumers caught off guard and alarmed by the hepatitis A outbreak attributed to frozen Chinese fruit used by Victorian companies have been surprised to find how many other pantry or staples and freezer product ingredients imported from China, South Africa or Europe or elsewhere. This issue has highlighted how many people are unaware of the food they purchase from so-called Australian brands are actually imported. People need to know exactly where their food has come from. If they don't, they can't make informed choices they're entitled to make and they want to make. Now you would think that because people thought they weren't informed enough, the government would change the laws to make it so that they're more informed. Well, quite the opposite happened, because in July 2016, under the new system of country of labelling requirements came under Australian consumer law. But if we have a look at this sentence here, on July 2018 to remove its country of origin labelling requirements. And in fact, it's a lot more deceitful these days, because Aussie-made baked beans, you would think, were made in Australia. But if you look at the label, this is made in Australia from at least 47% Australian ingredients, navy beans 50%. So you can have made in Australia on a product that it advertises Aussie-made beans. It's not advertising tomato sauce or the sauce, it's the beans. That's what you're buying. They're not even made in Australia, and they've got Aussie-made. So they can use this Aussie-made symbol on stuff that's grown out of a Chinaman's, on fertilised from stuff that comes out of a Chinaman's backside, and that's what they wanted all along. So there was a crisis. People couldn't see how much of their food was grown overseas. They want to avoid hepatitis A. And here's the response from the government to make it even harder, because what was happening was people were paying more attention to the labels, and it was affecting their free trade agreements. And this is what this would have come about under a free trade agreement, because labelling and all that all gets included. Because how can you actually have a free trade agreement with somebody if the consumers don't want to buy the garbage that's part of the free trade agreement? Well, if Australians don't buy it, then the people trying to make profit off the stuff grown out of the fertilizer from a Chinaman's backside, they can't make their money. And I don't think it's their intention to give us hepatitis A, although I think they would probably like to, but they certainly wanted to remove our ability to avoid getting hepatitis A. So anyway, that's the government in action. All right, that's it for this one.